besides the tailor. God, he exclaims, managed to create the entire world in 6 days, but it took you 6 weeks to prepare a single suit. The tailor is completely unfazed and replies, "True enough, but first I ask that you observe all of the problems that exist in the world that God created. And now, please observe just how perfect my suit is." 2, the most romantic day on the Jewish calendar comes in late summer, the 15th day of the Hebrew calendar month of Av, August. The tradition teaches us that on that day, thousands of years ago, the young single women of the land of Israel would don white dresses and frolic in the vineyards located at the outskirts of Jerusalem. Obviously, the guys were not far behind. And the sport of the day involved the men literally racing around the field in an effort to catch a date. Now, logically, each woman would want to look her best, to stand out in the crowd. But the tradition teaches us something remarkable, that in advance of the event, the women would come together and swap clothing. The rich would don the clothes of the poor, and the poor would don the clothes of the rich in a calculated effort to make their pedigree indistinguishable to the pursuing men, thereby leveling both the metaphorical as well as the actual playing field. And finally, in Jewish folklore, the city of Chelm is a city of fools. And so the resident of Chelm comes to the, quote, wise man of Chelm with a problem. His problem is that he frequently forgets his own name. The wise man suggests that he scribble his name on a piece of paper and attach the paper to his wrist with a small string. This way, if he ever forgets his name, he can simply glance at his wrist. This strategy works brilliantly until the day when our guy visits the village bathhouse, and while immersing in the large pool, the string slips off of his wrist and, falling to the bottom of the pool, attaches itself to the toe of another bather. As luck would have it, shortly after exiting the pool, our Chelemite forgets his own name. He checks his wrist, and nothing. He searches the bathhouse and finds his name attached to the toe of some guy he has never met before. Now, more confused than ever, he confronts the man and, pointing at his toe, says, "Sir, I know who you are, but please can you tell me, who am I?" My friends, the tailor was onto something. The world that we live in is far from perfect. But that is not the result of any incompetence on the part of our Lord and tailor. In fact, this is an essential part of the divine design. The Kabbalah teaches that God created an imperfect world, as He wants each and every one of us to make it our life's mission to perfect it. Tikkun Olam. We mend the frayed edges of our planet by caring for the less fortunate. We weave a global tapestry of unity by showing tolerance and acceptance in all of our interactions. And we fashion a more perfect universe by aspiring for a more enlightened, more spiritual consciousness. And I firmly believe that just such an enlightened and spiritual consciousness is palpable in this room today. As the daughters of Israel came together to shear clothing, so have you come together to shear ideas. Stylecaster and the 92nd Street Y have succeeded in creating an oasis, a community with a sense of mutual responsibility. You have all taken the adage, do not do unto others as you would not want done unto yourself, one step further, and have resolved to do unto others as you would want done unto yourself. We all want to succeed. And in this room, talented individuals have come forward to share their knowledge and know-how in the hope that it will help others succeed. And when you live a life that involves caring for and helping others, something magical happens. At the end of the day, when you retreat into the privacy of your own home and begin to peel away the layers, and by this I mean the layers of projection that we all carry around with us, the makeup, the fashion, the sophistication. When you stand as our Chelamite did, stripped of his, quote, name brand label, at that moment you are blessed to receive the greatest gift of all, and that is the gift of remembering your own name. You know who you are, you know what you believe, you know what you stand for. And so in conclusion I say, the state of style is real. The summit is high. Thank you so much for listening, and I bless each and every one of you. May all of your dreams come true, and may you realize success beyond your wildest imagination. Thank you.
All right, guys, hopefully you appreciate that one as much as I do. Obviously, that wasn't a religious thing. I just think that sometimes there's people in our lives and there's leaders out there that offer us a unique perspective, especially in this vanity-driven, superficial, too oftentimes industry that we all live in, where that polish is so strong, to kind of bring it back to what's real, and hopefully what you guys are all a part of today and what we're creating. So what we're going to do now is Stylecaster's own DJ Susie G is going to play a couple tracks. Don't go too far because there's some real rock stars about to take the stage. We're going to take about 2 minutes, shake it out, dance a little bit. If you guys want, I can read you some of the tweets I've got. Somebody back there said that Ari Goldberg is encouraging a dance party. Have you seen him dance yet? Hopefully you've seen me dancing a little bit. I want to see you guys dance. So we got about 5 minutes to do that.